Ludus Vulpes.
Welcome to Ludus Vulpes. My name's Kirsty.
And I'm Phil.
You join us as we work through our A to Z of board games. For why, we have chosen Yellow and Yangtze.
Not just a single Y, but in fact a double Y.
Double Y.
So it's like twice a treat for everyone today, which is great news. Yellow Yangtze is a fantastic game set in, I'm going to say feudal Japan. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, feudal China. Japan would absolutely be wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Set in feudal China between the great confluences of the Yellow and the Yangtze River. A civilization starts to spread and societies start to challenge each other for dominance of the land. So, if you want to know more, come and join us down here and we'll go through some rules. And I promise you, no costume change today.
I already did it.
Yeah, I know. So follow us down here and we'll do some rules.
Ooh.
Really?
Rivers.
Rivers. I don't know which one of these is the Yellow and which one's the Yangtze,
Why
but I
don't you
don't.
know
Why,
that?
I just don't.
Does it not tell you?
I don't know. We can have a look later.
Okay.
If you know which of these two rivers is the Yellow and the Yangtze, please put
Comment
it in
below.
the comments. You join us at the basic setup of the game, where we have some governor tiles already laid upon the board. The aim of the game is to have the most of the least victory points. For those of you that's played Tigris and Euphrates, you will recognise this mechanic from Rona Knizia, where over the course of the game you'll be gathering victory points. The victory points are black, blue, red and green. Yellow are wild and will be accumulated, of course, and spread amongst the other colours during the end phase. As you're accumulating victory points, you want to try and keep balance across the victory points because the winning total comes from the lowest amount of victory points you have. So at the end of it, you'll see which of the victory point piles you have the least of, and that will be your score. And with that score, you need to beat your opponent's lowest pile for victory points.
That completely makes sense when you're playing. But the first time I heard that, I was like, oh my god, mind blown. I don't understand. Why are you telling me to lose the game to win? But yeah, it will become clear.
So over the course of a game of Yellow and Yangtze, we have a couple of actions. At each turn, we're going to be able to take 2 actions. And those actions are either going to be to position a tile. These are the examples of the tiles are here. So there's some more governor tiles, there's some soldiers, there are some traders, there are some artisans, which will be the yellow tiles. There will be farmers, which are the blue tiles. Yeah. So a couple of special placement rules. We can only place farmers in the river because crops need irrigation. It says so in the rulebook, so it must be true. Other than that, we can place on any emptied space on the board. These wooden tiles in front of us are our leaders.
Follow the leader, like that.
No.
Why
These
not?
are our leaders.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, so many things.
Anyway.
Thanks. Carrying on, moving swiftly on. So our leaders are going to be placed on the board. There is a rule on placement of leaders. Leaders must be placed next to an already existing governor tile. Yeah. To score a victory point when we're placing one of our normal tiles, we need to have a leader of the same colour connected. So if I had this green tile and I had my green leader connected to this guy, if I link this green tile if I can link it back to one of my leaders who are green, I will score 1 green victory point and I'll hide that behind my screen.
Nice.
Yeah.
Exception to be like that with all the colours.
Yeah.
Exception
to the rule is black. Now, black does work exactly the same if you're placing another governor tile. So, for example, that would score me 1 black victory point.
Yeah.
However, blacks also act as governors and leaders, political leaders for the entire game. So I could place
a red.
And I would therefore get a red victory point. A green, I would get a green victory point.
Green, and so on.
Yeah, thanks. So that's one of the big purposes of leaders. Now, as we're growing our states, and lots of states will appear on this board. A state is a continuous connection of tiles. States will start off separated. So as we grow these states, they'll be separated. When the states connect or come into conflict, so when the states connect, they will potentially come into conflict. And there's a few rules about placing things when it comes to conflict.
Okay.
So if I've got a state, let's pick which one's closest. These are closest together. Let's do this. So if we've got this kind of state going on here, and these states have grown, and we've now got the potential to connect. If we place a tile to connect,
Doesn't need to be a different colour from red.
doesn't matter. Place a tile to connect, those states come into conflict.
Dun, dun, dun. These
Now,
being the two states.
Yes. So to differentiate the states, we've got the a space of war cube hex, which will go on there. That keeps the states separate, and that means those states will enter a war. Now, they will only enter into a war if there is a similar coloured leader in each state. So if I've got my yellow leader in this state and Kirsty has her yellow leader in that state, we will definitely enter into war.
Like that.
Yeah, just like that. If there are no conflicting leaders, we won't enter into war, and those states will
Like
just
that.
connect. Yeah.
We're just peaceful, harmony.
Yep, that state therefore would not have gone into war, and they would just connected. However, we are having a quick look at war here.
Yes.
So,
Kirsty's no good at the war.
so when we enter into a war, which is one particular form of conflict, when we enter into a war, we will count all the red soldier tiles in this state.
Mm-hmm.
We will count all the red soldier tiles in this state.
Does that include the ones in
It does not, because that's now covered. So it doesn't count as being involved in the state.
Mine on this side would win because I have one more than you.
But if I had red tiles behind here, I could add those red tiles to...
Yes.
Actually, I could add them to either state.
Yes.
And all the players around the table in a 4-player game could decide which state they want to send their soldiers to support. Don't have to add any soldiers if you don't want to, but you can.
Like
Also,
that.
if your red leader is still in front of you, that counts as +1 for your state as well.
Yeah.
The state that your leader, conflicting leader, is in.
Okay.
This can happen across multiple states and multiple conflicting leaders. You will establish one victor out of those states, the person with the highest value of red tiles. Now, the bad things happen.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, we've got a winner, Kirsty. The loser removes their conflicting leader, so I would have removed my yellow leader, and Kirsty would have gained a victory point of that colour. Also removed would be any red tiles that were in this state. So they come to the side of the board in this instance. And any red tiles that have been added to that army. Now, the winner, actually I think it's the person who placed this tile, which in this case would be me, gets to remove, first and foremost, any added soldiers until they match the size of the army that was defeated. If you haven't got enough in the pile of red soldiers that have been added to the side of the board, we start to take away from the soldiers in the centre of the board. Wars are interesting because they can really destabilise states, although they will ultimately end up often connecting a state when this piece comes off the board. So that's what would happen if you enter a war. Well, the war will happen. I'll put that one back there. War will happen, and we'll talk about it again as we get to it. So, the other thing that you can do is position a leader in a conflict. So, for example, if I've got my black leader here and Kirsty were to go, I want that area,
What do you mean?
fine, we enter into a conflict. And this conflict is called a revolt. So this is like an uprising generated from the people. I call this this is the political to the war side of things.
Yes.
Now, to resolve a revolt, you look at the strength of your leader is how many black governor tiles they're connected to. One and one.
1 and 1.
Once again, we get to add more black governor tiles from behind our screens, not from
No,
this.
I'm just showing you as an example. So I could go
That would be strength 3.
strength 3, and you could be like, I've only got 1, there's no point in doing it.
The losing leader is returned to in front of their screen, and the player gains a victory point of that colour.
Okay.
The winning leader gets to stay on the board and claims the victory points that will come in from that state. So placing tiles, placing leaders, very simple part of the game. The other rule on placing tiles is when you're placing blue farmer tiles, you can place as many as you want. What are you doing?
I was just going to prepare for the next rule. It's okay. You can go through the farmers.
So blue farmer tiles, you can place as many of those as you like. When you play a green trader tile, you can, after placing it, you take one of the tiles from here.
The green trade section.
Indeed. A couple of other actions that we can do. So first and foremost, we can always discard 2 blue farmers to create a peasant riot. Peasant riot means we remove from the board 1 single tile. Anywhere on the board you want.
Anywhere you like.
So that's quite useful at times. It can break stakes apart.
Yeah.
It can stop persons scoring
Prevent
victory
damage.
points. Because I can't hold off anymore, Kirsty wants to show you this. Would you like to explain what's happening?
So when you have 3 tiles of a colour, you may place.
You will place
a
pagoda.
Pagoda. I forgot the word. Pagoda onto said 3 tiles. The said tiles have to be in a hexagon triangular shape like that, as opposed to being in a row or any other formation. And it's placed there, which means you get victory points for each pagoda that your leader
of the same colour
is connected to.
In this instance,
it could be like connected like that, but as long as there is a connection between, it doesn't have to be attached.
Now, in this instance, unlike with the victory points that come from placing tiles, the leader only counts, the governor, the black governor tile only counts, your black governor leader only counts for black pagodas, so it won't be scoring victory points. When you're taking a pagoda, you will take a pagoda from the edge of the board, unless there are none of that colour left on the edge of the board, in which case you will reposition a pagoda from somewhere else on the board to that location. So and that will happen numerous times. So that brings on to action number 4. Action number 4 is the ability to discard 2 green trader tiles to reposition a pagoda. So if you discard 2 green trader tiles into the box, you can reposition a pagoda. It's a great way of taking victory points away from your opponent.
Yes, it is.
Final action is, if at any point you want to, you can discard as many tiles from behind your screen and take an action to immediately replace them. Now, any tiles that are spent at the end of your turn will be topped up anyway. So this is maybe you desperately want to churn some tiles through. The game ends when this bag no longer has any tiles in it. When we go to draw from that bag and there are no tiles, the game ends at that point. And we will then add up the victory points hidden behind our screen. The lowest pile of victory points will be our victory point total, and we'll compare those totals to see who's the winner. Plus any yellows.
So also something to just bear in mind as well. You have 6 tiles per round. There are 12 yellow craftsman tiles. There are 24 traders, 24 farmers, and then the rest are much, much higher numbers.
That you can't remember.
Can't remember.
As we start that, and I can't remember either, we will have to do this. I apologise. Kirsty started something we can't not. Sorry. There are 42 blacks, 36 red, 24 green, 24 blue, and 12 yellow.
Oh, I was close though.
You were.
I was close. I'm impressed.
Now, if, for example, a tile is removed from underneath a pagoda, if there are no longer 3 tiles beneath the pagoda is removed from the board as well. So, Kirsty will be going first.
Really?
Yep. Because I always get to go first, and it's Kirsty's turn because I'm feeling generous today.
Ah, that's kind of you and thoughtful of you.
So over to you. I'm going to have a drink while you do that.
Okay, so...
Brewdog Punk AF. The alcohol-free beer of choice.
Yep. And we're now going to have to edit that on YouTube. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is place a leader. Because why not? And that's going to go here. Facing me. Shoot at me.
So that's Kirsty's first action on her first turn.
Yep. And the second thing I'm going to do is place a trader.
Because a black leader is connected to that trader, Kirsty will get a green victory point. And so starts the accumulation of victory points for this particular game.
And because I placed a trader, I can then take
a tile from there.
a tile. So I will take a trader.
Nice. So now we top up. So top up here with a blue farmer.
Ooh, nice.
And Kirsty will top up.
I don't need to top up, do I?
You should. Oh no, he's placed a leader. No, you're right. Okay, so my game. So I am going to do what is known as exactly the same.
Are you
move.
really?
Yes, I am. So I am going to go and place here.
Why are you coming so close?
Why not?
It's just harsh.
And I'm going to place a green trader tile, like so. And I'm going to take that.
I thought so.
And I get a green victory point.
Mm-hmm.
We top up here, and it becomes Kirsty's go.
Interesting. Very interesting. So, I'm going to place this here for a black victory point. And this there for a black victory point. Oh, look what I've done. I've created a triangle, which means I can put a pagoda onto there, which then gives me a black victory point.
At the end of the turn, this is now
Yeah.
the end of black victory point.
And then I need the back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So while Kirsty tops up her tiles, I'm going to place my blue leader out here. And I am then going to place some farmers. 3 of those.
Oh
One,
gosh. Now he's going to take a blue pagoda.
3. That gives me 3 victory points
Mm-hmm.
to play for placing those, and I place a pagoda.
So
Thank you very
that's
much. And then at the end of my
the
turn,
one for the pagoda. Pour vous. Okay, so I will place my trader here for a green victory point.
Mhm.
And I will take a red soldier.
okay.
And then I will place this one here for a green victory point.
Mhm.
And I'll put a pagoda on there and like that.
Okay.
At the end of my go, I get a black for the black pagoda
Yeah.
and a green.
Because you don't have a green leader out.
Oh, no, I don't. Oh,
So I'm going to top that one up.
forgot that. Let's
Do you-
put them upside down.
Do you need
Oh.
What?
I didn't take my second one for placing the
Okay.
ring, so can I take one and
Yeah.
then chop up? So I will take that one. Okay.
So, interestingly, now I can place a green leader
Mm-hmm.
and claim that pagoda for my own. Which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough one.
It's not really. You could just not do it. Simple.
Place that on there.
Mm-hmm.
Put the green victory point and take that soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to place that guy there for a black victory point.
Nice.
And can I get a blue victory point for my pagoda at the end of my turn? Thank you
There you go. First thing I'm doing is I'm placing my leader.
very much.
Because you guys seem silly not to. There. And I will place. I'll place. This one here, which gives me a black victory point.
It does.
And then at the end of my go, I get a black one and a green one.
You do. There you go.
Thank you for the pagodas.
So I'm going to place this guy here, which gives me a green victory point and a pagoda.
Nice. What are you taking for placing him?
And yes, excited, please. And then on my next game,
It's quite a thinky game.
I will. What's that for a black victory point?
Nice.
And at the end of my turn, I get a blue victory point.
Lovely.
So at any point, you can also trade in 5 small cubes
I should have got
for 1 larger cube.
I should have just got some. I thought so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying. Be useful to have a green now. Okay, so I'm going to
What you gonna do?
I'm going to place this one here,
Ah, okay.
and I'm going to place this one here,
Okay.
which gives me 1 blue victory point.
And then at the end of your turn,
And then
you get a green victory point.
and
And
a black. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to swap one of those for a large.
My go. I'm going to place this green worker, this trader, just there. For a green victory point. And I'll take that gold one.
Nice. I wanted to do that, but I didn't have any greens. I need to top up my
And then I will place this guy here.
Nice.
And at the end of my go, I get a blue and a green victory point.
Sorry, I will pass you in and just top it.
Okay, doesn't matter. I have reach.
Top this one. Governor heavy right now.
They are the most common. Over to you.
Okay, so
there's some decisions to make. Like we could go aggressive against each other here, but there's nothing out for war as yet.
no.
We could move our leaders to challenge based on the how many governors there are.
I don't want to do that right now. I just want to build my little town and be left in peace, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
It's not happening to like a feudal dictator,
Well, it has to be, unfortunately.
does it?
Okay, so first thing I do is place this one here
Mm-hmm.
for a black victory point. I'm going to place this one here for a red victory point.
Oh, interesting.
There. Over to you.
Okay, so I'm going to place this one here for a red victory point, and I'll place this one here for another red victory point.
Nice. Okay, I'm placing that one there for a red victory point, and that one there for a red victory point. And I'm going to place my little pagoda there. So that's 2 red victory points. Because I haven't got my leader out, I don't get the pagoda on this go.
No, you do not.
Thank you.
On my go, I will place a red
Mm-hmm.
and take the pagoda, so I get a red victory point for that.
Nice.
And I will place my red leader just there. End of my turn, I get a red, a blue, and a green.
Okay. So I'm going to place my red leader there. And I'm going to place that one there. So I get a black victory point for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of my go, I get a black,
A red and a
I
green.
get a red and a green.
Don't forget to top up, which
Yeah.
is the thing you do. So on my go, I'm going to place this guy here for a black victory point. And I'm going to place this guy here for another black victory point. Kirsty, it's over to you.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What did you do? I was too busy typing that. Sorry.
Place a black there and a black there.
Okay. Okay, so I am going to place this black one here for a black victory point. And I'm going to place this one here for a blue victory point. And then at the end of my go, I get a red, a green, and a black. Red, green, and a black.
Okay. So on my turn, are you ready?
And now you're going to do something really easy.
No, I'm just checking to see if you're ready because you complained last time that.
Oh no, I wasn't complaining. I was paying so much attention to what I was doing that I didn't.
So I'm going to place this green tile. I'm going to place it here.
Don't look. Just
I'm
not
going to place it there for a green victory point. And I'm going to take this soldier.
Nice.
Yep. And then I'm also going to.
It's a thinky game, this one.
I'm going to place 2 more blue tiles here and here for 2 blue victory points.
Okay.
So at the end of my turn, I get a red, blue, green.
Mm-hmm. You want me to move those over?
No, it's fine.
So you can get to them.
No, it's fine. Literally, it's fine. And then I'll take 2 more tiles. I'll top one of those up first.
Oh, it's a blue one. Okay, so I am going to place green one there for a green victory point. And I will take this one. And I will place this one for a blue victory point.
And the blue pagoda.
And place the blue pagoda on.
So lovely.
It's linked. So now I get a blue and a red and a green and a black. End of my go.
Oh dear.
What?
You do well.
Well, actually no, because oh my gosh, I don't really want them all to stack up so quick. Just gonna swap 5 for a big. Okay.
I'm going to place a green guy here and take a black guy.
Nice.
That's going to be a green victory point. And I'm going to place this guy here for a black victory point.
You're getting a bit close, mate.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you do.
Over to you. Oh, hang on. End of my turn, I get.
You get a blue, a green, and a red. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so.
There's 5 reds into a big 5 cube.
Mm-hmm.
5 blacks into a big black. And
See, I have 2 moves now that I could do, but I know it's going to cause problems by doing it but
greens.
I'll do it as an example.
As an example, okay.
Yes.
Let's see what your example is.
So I am going to place. Hang on. Which way do I do this round first? I will do. Okay. Firstly, I will place my green trader here to get a green victory point. I will then place my black here to take a black victory point and to place a pagoda. So now at the end of my go, I get 2 blacks, a blue, a red, and a green.
That's really good.
I'm really scared about what you're going to do now.
I just thought that was really good.
But obviously that means that if Phil was planning to put a black here to get the pagoda, he couldn't, but he can now steal it from me.
Okay, yeah, I can place it. And
So we
get
can
black
do
together.
the example of the placement.
It's very generous of you to allow me to demonstrate.
It's alright, well I thought you probably would.
Okay, so I'm going to put a black one here.
Yep.
A black victory point.
Just going to swap those.
Have you topped your tiles up, by the way?
Not yet. Sorry.
I'll take this pagoda because it's closest. And also, if I take this one, it's very easy for Kirsty to get that back. This one, she can't build, obviously, around it to get it back. So,
Okay.
just in case you were wondering why I played that there.
Okay.
And I am also going to put out a little red tile here for a red victory point. So at the end of my go, I get 1 of each colour.
Nice. We're both about the same situation now, aren't we?
And I get 2 tiles. Over to you.
Okay, so. Decisions. So. First thing I do is put a blue tile out for a blue victory point. Then I will put a I'm going to put a yellow, throw it around. I'm going to put a yellow leader
Oh, interesting.
here.
I wonder if Kirsty's got some yellow tiles behind her screen.
Actually, I was just...
Okay.
No. I would have put them out now if I could. So I don't get anything for that. It's just...
Out.
Yeah.
Now you get 1 of each colour.
Yeah.
End of your turn.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
We have a war.
Oh no.
The first thing we do is we count
No.
how many soldiers we've got. I've got 4 over here.
I was protecting my governors, not the soldiers.
Kirsty has got 3, I think, actually. I'm just going to check to see, just a quick check in the rule book, just to see who places the bonus tiles first.
It's just a bit mean, really.
So there's a player to the left of the player who played the unifying tile, which is me. So you get to choose if you want to add any red tiles first. We're currently 4-3. Defenders win ties at this game. So
And I'm defending right now.
you are defending.
Oh no.
So Kirsty loses.
No.
Now, this is where it gets interesting. So the first thing that happens is Kirsty removes as a loser all red tiles and all conflicting leaders. So all the conflicting leaders are red, blue, green and black. So all of these go off the board and I get a victory point of each colour.
So I was doing the nice things to show the nice people, and you just come in and trash everything.
All the soldiers on Kirsty's team come off as well. 1.
Yeah, but then you have to do the same.
3. Now.
And you can't.
So, first and foremost, we discard to match. So 2 go and 2 go. So I need to discard 3 more tiles. Actually, it's the person who played this unification tile that
which was you.
Which was me. So I have to take 3 tiles off the board. So I'm going to take this red tile off here. That's 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
So those are all out of the game now. All of these tiles just go away. War has now happened.
Brutalised. Absolutely brutalised.
So this unification tile now comes off.
That's my tile bag, please. Can I
in a moment. You can top in a moment. The top at the end of the player turn.
Okay.
So, and I will...
It's the end you go, isn't it? After war.
No,
you don't get another go.
I do. I get 2 actions. I only took 1 action over there. I get a yellow tile. So now, end of my turn, I get 2 green, a blue and a black. 2 green, a blue and a black. Plus, I top up my tiles.
And then I top up mine.
And then you top it.
Okay. So it's a bit brutal, isn't it?
That's war for you, folks. It's brutal. You heard it here first.
No, I don't think so. This is really mean.
Is it really mean? Kirsty actually did something quite nice here and actually cut off this half of the board by putting her leaders as a bridging points, which meant I didn't get access to these 2 pagodas.
No, you didn't.
That was sensible. So what are you going to do?
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my blue leader in. And the second thing I do is put my black leader in.
Okay. At the end of the turn, Kirsty gets a blue and a black victory point. On my turn, I'm going to place a yellow.
Oh, nice.
Yellow victory point. And I'm going to place a little soldier and take a red victory point. And top up. Over to you.
Okay, so okay. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to give Phil a victory point.
Very,
Black
very nice.
victory point. There you go.
Thank you very much.
And then I'm going to start a revolt by putting my green victory
Leader there.
leader there.
It's a very strong position.
So, in this case, what happens is the leader who has the most black governors.
Yes, it is.
So, Phil's leader has 1, 2. Okay, should we count how many Kirsty's got? 1, 2, 3. So, Phil, would you like to add any governors?
In a revolt, the player who's the attacker adds governors first. So would you like to add any governors?
No.
and the defender splits ties. And it's 1, 2, 3 against 1, 2. Ooh. Nope, I'm not. So
Okay.
I withdraw my leader, and Kirsty gets a green victory point.
Yeah.
Happy?
It's the first time I've done that quite confidently like that. So yeah, I'm alright.
Okay. Was that your? No, you placed a tile and then.
Yeah, I did a place tile to make sure I had the right number.
Yeah.
So I need the bag. Top up. Thank you.
So I am going to place on my turn a black governor tile just here. For a black victory point.
Nice.
And then I'm going to place a leader on the board.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, yellow.
Great.
And at the end of my turn, I get a black and a blue. Oh, don't forget, you should have had 2 greens at the end of your turn.
Oh yes, I should have.
There you go.
Thank you.
For those of you screaming at the screen, telling Kirsty to don't forget her victory points, that was the
Swap
time.
that for a big one.
Yeah, I'm going to swap those reds for a big one.
Okay.
So you'll go. I need to top up the tile, but I'm just going to trade these out first.
So, just having a little think about what the best thing to do is. First thing I do Oh, it's hard to decide.
Is it?
Yes.
Did you enjoy that last move?
Maybe. Just a little bit. So
I have got grumpy with Kirsty playing this game because often she refuses to have the conflict. And it's like, you can't play this game without it.
I
Like,
actually
it spoils the game.
But you can actually see it's going to be on the telly now on YouTube. You can find it. Proof that Kirsty can do war if required. Okay, so I'm going to place my red leader there, and I'm going to place a red tile here for a red victory point. It's running away. So I get 1 red, 1 blue, 1 black, and 2 green. Thank you.
So I'm going to place my green trader tile here for no victory point. Tick that guy. And I'm going to place my green leader tile just here.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to see ya.
Sorry, and we should have taken a pagoda. Just there.
That makes sense.
So,
Stop me doing it.
at the end of my go, I get a green, a blue, and a black.
Yeah.
Green, blue, black.
Oh, I didn't top up last guy, sorry. Just need to get a card.
Can you just top that up as well?
Yeah. I'm right doing mine then, aren't I?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So, now these are my chopsticks. Decisions. What is the best thing to do?
That's a good question.
Okay. So, first thing I do is place that there for a black victory point. So I need to swap those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Then I'm going to place a red one red victory point.
Okay.
And
So-
that's what? Those 5
Okay. Big red
are
cube.
red.
So I'm going to place these 5, these 3 tiles, these 3 blues, 2 and 3 for 3 victory points. Yeah.
Need the bag.
Need the
Chocolate,
bag.
sorry.
There you
We'll
go.
do it in the right order.
And then my second action will be to place this gold one here.
Oh, nice. You
Put
managed to
the
get
pagoda.
that. I can't find the gold, so I don't know where they were hiding.
They're in that bag somewhere.
Apparently.
So at the end of my turn, I score a blue, a black, a gold, and a green. A blue, a black, a gold, and a green.
Nice.
Top up. Okay.
Maybe it's better just actually get some gold in. I'll put a gold there to get a gold. And put a gold there to get a gold. I forgot that you could get them just for those individuals. I've been waiting to try and get through. Okay, so then it's the end of my go. So I get a blue, a black, a green.
Trading these 5 in. And trading these 5 in.
Putting those 5 in.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay, my go.
Yeah, but I need to top up if I can. Thank you.
So on my go, I'm going to place 2 red tiles.
Nice.
On there. Gives me 2 victory points for reds
That's
and a
lovely.
pagoda. So on my go, I get a yellow, a green, a blue, a black, and a red.
Nice.
I think. Just double check. Red, blue, black. They're mine, aren't they? And the yellow, and that
Yeah.
green's over there. Thank you very much.
So the first thing I do is I'm going to place a yellow.
Really? Ah, how tiresome.
And
You
then
don't
I'm
have to
going
move the pagoda?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah. To take. That's one move, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I get another move, which is going to be to place a red for a red point, and then place a red pagoda. So at the end of my go, I get a yellow. I get a green.
You get one of each cube.
I get
A blue, a
red.
black, and a red. One of
Get a
literally one of
black.
each cube.
I know, but I'm just doing it right. And I get a blue. It's lovely.
Is it?
Yes. Okay. Okay. I need the bag. You keep hiding the bag so far away from me.
There you go.
I think it's intentional.
Is it? I doubt it. So I'm going to place a red tile here. For a red victory point. And I'm going to place another red tile there for another red victory point.
Nice.
Then end of my turn. So I get one of each as well. I can do that. I've got green. I've got black, blue. Oh, I don't get yellow anymore.
No. Everything except lily.
Oh, let's hope we can fix that in a minute.
So I'm going to place a green here.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Because I just realised it gives you a point. I'm going to place a green here,
Which gives you a point.
which gives me a green, like that.
Are you moving that pagoda?
And this pagoda goes to there, which gives me another green.
Why?
Oh, not
Does it?
at the end of my go, it will give me a
So
green.
you've got another tile to place.
Yep. So the next thing I'll do is
Trading 5 reds in for a red cube.
let's see what I'll do.
And I'm trading 5 blacks in for a black cube.
Okay. Mm. Decisions. I will place a red.
Interesting.
It's the only one I can find to put out. It's not going to cause problems. Yeah.
Okay, for a red victory point.
Okay, so then I get a yellow. I get 2 greens. I get a red. I get a black. And I get a blue. Okay.
Time to go to war.
What?
Yeah, just
What
here.
are you doing?
This. Okay, so we go to war.
Oh.
So,
I
this.
haven't topped up yet. I need to top up before we do the war.
Okay, that's fine. Fair.
Please be reds, please be reds, please. I'm really struggling with the reds. For God's sake.
So this state, which is my state, has 1, 2, 3, 4,
Was it
5,
your
6,
state?
7. Because, well,
Mine's just there.
so this state is fighting that state.
Right. But I'm on your state.
There you are. So if this state wins, that leader stays, but that leader goes. So I'll get rid of my own leader at this stage if I win this battle.
Okay.
Because the leader's with the states.
Right.
But anyway, 7, and on this state there is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Kirsty, do you want to add any reds to...
I would love to add lots of reds. I would genuinely love to. Can I give red cues?
No, you can't. Okay, and then I get to add, and I am going to add 2 reds
Okay.
into the mix, mainly because I don't want to sacrifice too many soldiers from elsewhere. So they go into the mix. We remove all the clashing leaders in this state. So that is, for me, I get a black,
In
a
what
blue,
state?
in this, the losing state here, a black, a blue, a red, and a yellow. So I get a black, a blue, a red, and a yellow.
Why not the green?
Hang on, coming on to that. And then the green goes as well, giving you a green victory point.
Okay.
Now we remove all the red soldiers from here. And I have to discard 2 from the winning state because I placed that. So I'm going to discard these 2
You plan this.
from here.
You plan this. Shh. It's true.
So, and then the unification tile is removed. So, that was fun.
That was brutal. That was really brutal for me.
So,
And this, kids, is why Kirsty doesn't like to do conflict or war games.
this is a beautiful game. You can't deny it's a lovely game.
It's a lovely game, yeah, when people just let people build their little cities and their towns and just get on with it rather than trashing it.
Do you want to see what else I could do? I could place my green leader next into this slot here.
Do it all over again.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, strength 4 versus strength 3. I'm going to add 2 tiles to that. So strength
You are actually
1,
doing
2,
this now.
3, 4, 5, 6 against 1, 2, 3. Defenders split the tie. So I'm strength 6, you're strength 3.
Right, I can't do any more than that.
You have no black leaders.
Well, I have, but I haven't got enough to match.
Okay, that's fine. Don't do it. I wouldn't.
So what is it? What's it need to be? What is it at?
You're at 3 and I'm at 6.
No, I haven't got enough. It's a waste of time.
I get a green victory point for
And
that.
suddenly Kirsty doesn't exist on the board anymore.
So at the end of that turn, I get 2 green, 2 blue, 2 black and a red. So 2 green, 2 blue, 2 black and a red. And now I topple my tiles.
Okay. First thing I do
It's like that yellow temple.
Okay. And the second thing I'm going to do is go there. So at the end of my go, I get a yellow. Okay, you'll go.
So on my go, I am going to place this red here for a red victory point. And I'm going to place this red here for another red victory point.
Okay.
At the end of my turn, I get 2 blue, 2 black, 1 red, 2 blue and 2 green. Sorry, I was struggling to count such big numbers.
No, how hard for you? Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place this green here to give me a green victory point, and to move the pagoda, which I'm going to take this one and place there, which gives me a victory point at the end. So that's my first go. And my second go, for placing that green. I should have.
Which green did you place? Which green tile did you place?
This one. I think. I'm not sure now which one it was. I know that it could have. Yeah, it can't have been that one because you can't place it on there, so it must have been there. Sorry, I apologise.
I apologise. It's fine.
So, in that, I will take.
Sorry, I'm just taking some big cubes.
It's okay. This one. And then my next move will be to place this one there. Oh no, it doesn't give me anything, does it? Put my black leader out.
Okay. For a black victory point. I know. Sorry,
No, it's not a victory point.
So at the end of your turn, you
They
get
get
a green
a yellow
and
and a green.
There you go.
Thank you.
And you top up here. Do you need any tiles?
No. I just don't put leaders in there. I think that no.
Running out of big cubes.
Oh no.
But running out of tiles as well, so that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's okay.
I'm going to discard 2 blue tiles.
Yeah.
And I'll have a peasant right just there. And what?
Nothing.
End of my turn. I get 2 blacks, 2 blues, a red, and only 1 green. Rubbish.
So the first thing I do is put a black out there. So it's a bit of a waste of time to get a black one. And then I'm going to put.
In war, do those things that your opponent does not want you to do.
Not really that first. And then I'm going to put.
This is what happens when Kirsty thinks she's losing
And then I'm
badly.
going to put this one here for another black victory point.
Okay.
And then.
Honestly, it's horrible to see.
Oh, what are you talking about? And then I get a yellow and a green, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm going to place a red tile there and get the pagoda on there. And I'll place a black tile there for a black victory point there. And at the end of my turn, I get 2 blue, I get 2 red, I get 2 black and 1 green. Let's hoover up some victory points.
Okay, so I didn't top up after one, let's go.
Off you go.
Sorry. I didn't realise I hadn't done it. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's okay. My turn to top up.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is place a black one there for a victory point.
Are you taking a pagoda off me?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to take this one. That's going to go there.
Okay.
And then my next move is to place this one here for another black there. So that gives me a green, a black and a yellow. Thank you. Yeah, just come in. Thank you. What?
Nothing. I'm not going to get to war again.
Why?
Because this state is so weak. It has no military strength in it.
No, it doesn't. But I have to be picking red tiles, and no red tiles are coming out, and I have no choice.
I'm going to discard 2 green tiles.
Mm-hmm.
So move that pagoda to there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to place these 2 blues there and there to get 2 blue victory points.
Okay.
And top of my tiles.
So the first thing I do is place a green victory point.
Oh, hang on, I claim my victory points first.
Okay.
So you get 2 blue, you get 1 black, 2 red, and 2 green.
Okay. So I'm going to place that green one
That's
there
green.
to get me a green victory point. Is the first thing. I then get to move a pagoda, which I'll move this one.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter anyway, you can build on both of them. And put that there. And because I placed a green, I then get to choose one of these.
Yeah.
I will take this one,
Okay.
I think. And then my second go. There's no point in me trying to take anything from yours because you don't have a weak spot to take from.
I don't know.
You don't have a weak spot.
It depends how many black tiles you've got.
No, there's no point in me trying.
Like my blue leader's only got 3, my red leader's only got 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a lot of blue tiles in your hand, black tiles in your hand. You could always bully me out of
Do
those
I have any
regions.
black? Or red? So Decisions. I'm going to place this black one here for a black victory point. And then I'm going to go...
Grab that to go then.
Put that there. So at the end of my go, I get 2 blacks, a yellow and a green. So 2 blacks.
A yellow and a green.
And a green.
You're rich. So I'm going to place black tile there.
Just take that back. Makes sense.
And then I'm going to discard all my tiles and replace them.
What happens? Do they go into the box? Or?
Yeah, they're into the box.
Right. I wasn't sure if they got that back in the bag. You were trying to end the game as quickly as you
Just
possibly
speeding the
can.
game up a little bit. I don't want you to get back into the game.
Alright, talk about. I just realised something I could have done. It's too late now.
So on my go, I get a green, 2 reds, one black, and 2 blue.
Okay, so oh, it's really tiny having such a small state. It's hard.
So I think the problem you've had is you needed to try and bully your way into that state.
Yeah, but I can't. So it's fine if you've got blacks and reds, but if you don't have that, you're stuffed. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay. So I will... I'll place a red one. No, wait, I've got to leave it. I'll put a leader, whiskey, there.
Okay.
And I'm going to put that one there.
Very good picture point.
Yeah. There.
Okay.
Oh, I can finally get a big red.
No, really.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We stole the reds from the yellow again.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry. You just distracted me. Towards the end of the... Oh, you're about to do a war. Are you really about to do a war? Don't screw me over. Go on. Do the bloody war. I'm just here for the entertainment, folks.
No.
No,
you know what?
do it. Go on.
No.
If you're that worried that you're losing, you do your war.
I'm going to discard all my tiles.
No,
And draw
don't
another
end the
six.
game quicker. No, if you want to do a war, do a war.
No, it's fine.
No, do a war. Come on, show the people how to play.
Okay, fine. I'm going to place that guy there. He becomes a unification tile. I am going to be... Kirsty gets to add any reds she wants to
I
add.
don't have any reds.
I'm going to put this war together to bed.
You know that I have no reds.
Yep. So that one gets taken off. That one gets wiped out. And that's fine.
But all yours get wiped out.
No, only the losing battle gets wiped out.
No, because it's the balancing.
Yeah, no, but there's one. There's the balance. And I played 4 tiles, so it's fine.
I'm not
So
sure.
red, yellow, green and black. Red, yellow.
You literally just ended the game, haven't you?
No, there's more tiles left.
Okay.
So at the end of my go, I get 2 blue, 2 black, 2 red, 1 yellow and 2 green.
Okay, let me know when it's my go.
It's your go.
Okay. Boom.
That's fair. So we are in conflict between yellow leaders.
Yeah.
Your yellow strength is quite high.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And mine is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have nothing to add to that. So my yellow leader is displaced. Kirsty gains a yellow victory point.
Which is nice.
Yep.
And can I have my second go now?
You can have your
I'm going to
second.
back off now. What happens with this?
Oh, so that gets released.
Okay.
Did you enjoy that?
Well, a little bit. Okay. What happens when they're even?
Defender wins.
Okay, let's see if I'm doing that then.
What were you thinking?
I was going to put my green one up because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on your 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's no point.
Unless you got blacks behind your screen.
Yeah, as I said, there's no point. I would have put them out last time.
No. You have also got your black leader, which counts as well. So he counts as 1. So he give you 5 against 4. Is it worth the risk?
Yeah, it's because you already told me you haven't got any blacks on my last go.
Do it then.
Right, let me just calculate something first. Okay, so I'm trying to decide whether to do it for greens or blues.
Well,
because your green has got 4.
Mm-hmm.
If I put my green there, it's got 4. If I put a red down, I get 1, 2, 3, 4 against your 3. If I put a blue down, you've got 1, 2, 3 against my 4.
Yeah.
So at the moment, the blue is winning because then I'll get my black. So I think I'm going to put the blue out.
Okay.
Because that's the one that you've got the least.
Yep. Okay.
Or actually, the
What
black
about your-
one's actually better, isn't it? Because you've only got 1 by your black.
True.
So I'm better to do that.
What cubes do you need is the other thing to look at.
So what do I get?
What?
Sorry.
Well, you get a victory point for the thing you depose.
Yeah.
Yeah. And other than that, you'll get the points at the end. So it's like you'll get 2 points of something. So what cubes do you need 2 points of?
Okay. There we go. Creating another revolt.
Okay, and I can't do anything about it. So my leader gets taken off the board, and you get a blue victory point for that.
And then now at the end of my go, I get 2 blues.
Yeah.
I
And a
get
yellow.
a yellow. Yeah. Okay.
Do you need to top up any tiles?
No. Can I swap that finally for a big one?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, it's such a thinky game.
It really is. And it also shows the problem of creating one big state.
Yeah.
Because actually now,
You're struggling now. Because actually, it's interesting because there isn't actually a separate area now.
no, there isn't. There's a red one there and a red one there for 2 red victory points.
Okay.
At the end of my go, blue and yellow are owned by you. Everything else is owned by me. So I get 2 greens, 2 reds, 2 blues.
Yeah.
2 greens.
Oh, no, you don't get blues anymore. I took it
2
away
greens,
from
2
you.
blacks, and 2 reds.
Yeah.
Top up.
So.
The tiles are a bit rubbish at the moment. No, you don't need it.
No, not right now. Thank you. That's it, and we can't even start a war because it's already merged, it's all as one, so we can't actually start a war even if we wanted to.
Nope.
So actually at this point in the game it's just about maximum victory points, isn't it?
Well, not quite. There are different ways of doing it.
Are there?
Oh, yeah. So on my turn, I could move my green guy over there somewhere and get rid of that with a peasant riot, which is separate the 2 states.
Okay, yeah. I see. Does it right? And I'm going to remove this one.
Okay, interesting.
And then I'm going to place a green leader there, which means I get a green and a yellow and a blue. 2 blue. Oh, do you need to swap some?
Ideally yellows. In fact, I can swap. I can swap the yellows. It's fine.
Okay. So 2 blue, a green,
and a yellow.
and a yellow.
Okay, and do you want to swap your tiles?
Yes.
So I am going to play 2 green tiles to move this pagoda there.
Okay.
For 2 blue victory points.
Nice.
End my turn.
How do you get 2 victory points?
Oh no, you get
got a
2
leader
victory
out.
points.
Thank you.
I've got the black leader, not the blue leader. That was a mistake. Oh well, it's played now.
It's okay.
So I top up 4 times. What else do I get? So I get red, black, and green. So I get 1 green.
A red, a black.
2 red.
Oh, 2 red, sorry. Did I give you 1?
You did.
Sorry, I apologise.
2, 3, 4. There are 2 tiles left in the bag.
So the first thing I'm going to do is place that one there for a yellow victory point. And then I'm going to move the pagoda
Shocking.
there, because why not? So that's my first go. And then my second go is to put out the black leader. So I get a black, a green, and a yellow, and 2 blues. So black, 2 blues,
Green,
green,
yellow.
and yellow.
See, when you bully your way back in, you
I'm
can
not bullying my way back in.
get yourself back into the game.
What are you talking about?
So I think you got 1 tile to draw, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to play 2 greens and move this pagoda over here. Can't have it.
Okay.
Oh crap! I've not got. I've done it now. I've not got my yellow leader out. I will put my yellow leader out
Okay.
there.
That's fine. So that's your moves. So you get 1 yellow for play.
I get
no,
1
you
yellow.
don't get 1 for the
I know,
you get it for the leader.
I get
That's
a
it.
green for the leader. I get a blue. No, I don't get any blues. I get a black and a red. 2 reds. All the black victory points have gone.
So
Fortunately,
this one goes there.
no, it doesn't, because I can only draw 1 of the 2 tiles I need.
Right.
The game is over.
Okay.
That's my mountain.
Oh my god.
So now we add all of these up and see what the. Do you want to reveal what you've got behind there?
Yeah, I was just moving these.
It's not a secret anymore.
No, it's not. Are there any big blues left in it? No.
No, I got them all, which probably means my blues are useless to me.
Such a good game. Such a good game.
Even when you get like sulky about it.
Oh, I've never been salty. I've played really well this game.
Did you see some?
I believe actually that I've played the best I've ever played this game this time. Even if I don't win, I'm really proud of my play. That's all that counts.
So that's not many.
I'm genuinely really proud of my play. I'm probably going to need you to help me with my cubes thing because I don't understand the whole splitting of the yellow thing. Do you have to split it like that?
You can do whatever you want with the yellow, but it's always going to be the lowest, so you might as well evenly distribute it so that your lowest is higher, keeps going higher. 2, 4, 6. Blue's pointless for me. Yeah, there's no way blue's ever going to catch up.
I think I need to swap some of these to larger, I think. So actually, those you have to make them all the same. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's best.
If there's two that are colossally higher, just ignore those.
Yeah. So at the moment, if you want to look at mine, I have got 25, 30, 35 there. I've got 35, 36, 37, 38 there.
Okay.
I've got 40 there, and I've got way too many blues. Like way too many blues.
Okay.
So, first thing to do at the moment, 35 is my lowest score, and next lowest score is 38.
Oh my god, you're definitely thrashing me
So
because my lowest score is 15.
We make that up. We make that up to 38.
There's no point in me even doing it.
38. Then I've got 5 to split. So 38, 39, 39, 40, 40.
Oh no.
So my highest score is going to be 40.
I got to 30.
So I got 40 is my, I don't know what colour it is, but it's 40, it will be 40. Because these all distribute. I've got 2 left out of that when I get to there. So I go 41, 41, 40. So my greens are at 40.
I think I lost it a lot then.
So
that's the one that has to go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
hang on,
30.
no, because then the blues are 5, 10, 15, 21.
So 20.
So you get 21 on the reds first.
21? No, yeah, okay, so that's 21. 22, 22,
yeah.
23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25. It's even worse than I thought.
So 25.
26.
So your score is, yeah,
oh,
but your
25.
lowest score is 25. So 25 plays 40.
Oh, it's the reds that came undone. It's the reds that stopped me. You stopped those reds really early in the game, and that's how Phil won the game.
Yeah.
By stealing those reds away.
Well, I don't know.
No, I think it was.
Okay.
So, thoughts on Yellow Yangtze?
Shall we go first?
No, I'd like to go first. So anybody that knows me knows that I don't really do conflict war games. However, I have quite enjoyed this game. It's very strategic. It's very tactical. It's a very thinky game.
It is. Absolutely.
You're always having to think way ahead. You're having to consider, except that I forgot the reds. But I just irrelevant. I couldn't get any red tiles out. It's pick of the bag. You can't do anything about that.
Well, it's black tiles because you really need to bully my red out of the way.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but you've got all the blacks and the reds, that doesn't help me.
No.
And that's what happened. Anyway, I really like the individual powers that each of the different tiles have, resources I was going to say have. For example, like when you were moving the pagoda with the 2 greens,
yes.
the fact that the farmer, 2 of those can displace a tile, like what happened here, just to give me a little bit of a fighting chance to come back. I quite like that. The only one that doesn't have an extra
ability.
an ability. For the leaders, at least, is the yellow. And I believe that's because the yellow is so scarce, isn't it?
And so powerful.
Yeah, that it doesn't actually need it by itself. I think that if you're not careful, you can just get walked all over, like I was a few times in this. But I asked for it. I started the conflict to begin with, which is the first time I think I've ever done it.
Yeah.
Actually, so I did go out of my comfort zone, and I'm quite proud of myself for that. I can imagine that, obviously, during COVID, we've only actually been able to play it as a 2-player game. However, I think that as a 4-player game, it would be so much more competitive and powerful. You'd be using the farmers and the traders to displace tiles, to manoeuvre pagodas. You would definitely have that. Right, that's mine. There's be a lot more
take and take.
type
give and take
to it. I think this is a really good idea because it gives you the power to choose if you're running low on that trade action.
Early on, especially with
is very good. So I really enjoy this. I think it's it sticks to its theme quite well.
Yep,
I believe. And when I was first introduced to this game, I was like, oh my god, mind blown, I have no idea what I'm doing. But actually, even if you just have a few practice rounds, the penny drops quite quickly.
Yeah.
Well, it did for me, which is unusual.
Yeah, I think War and Revolts are there's a little bit technical into what you're doing there, but fundamentally, once you've got through them, so it's kind of alright. I think when you've got more players on the table, those revolts and those conflicts can be quite more destabilising.
Brutal.
Yeah, and when you've got 4 players at the table, it's sometimes in someone's best interest to support a war.
Yeah.
They might come out worse out of that war, but then they're in a position where the leadership's been destabilised, and you can swoop in there on your turn and mop them up. And it's, as a game, it's mechanically it's always interesting. It's it feels very sort of chess-like in how you're planning and preparing your moves and actually trying to think a couple of steps ahead.
I've never actually played chess.
But also, this final scoring mechanic of actually you've got to keep these victory points in balance is a fantastic way of doing it, because it means you can't just focus and obsess on one thing. You've got to pull balance together. And actually, like, Kirsty spotted something late on in the game that if she'd have spotted it earlier, I think would have given her a really good chance of beating me. That I built these big little barriers, and if you can break into one of those, you can really start to shift that person off the board, which can make a huge difference to the game. And the worst thing is, you don't know how far ahead other players are.
No.
And it means that you are constantly chasing, but you don't really know what it is you're chasing.
No.
And you can fall back onto yours, but actually, sometimes it's kind of like, I let blue go. I knew I was going to massively overscore on blue. So as far as I was concerned, blue was out of it.
Yeah.
That's because I took all the
you did,
all the blue.
But with the red as well, you took all the red to my detriment.
But the game itself plays phenomenally well, and I can't recommend this game enough. It always interests me, always intrigues when I'm playing it. So Yellow Yangtze is definitely a big plus for me. It's a big thumbs up. It's a great game to play.
It should be in everybody's collection, I think.
I think you might be right, actually.
Also, what I also think is very good as well, I think the component pieces are excellent quality.
Yeah, they're nice quality.
They're really good. It's solid wood. The card, good, thick, stable card.
Yeah, good card.
Also, we're hiding everything behind these walls. These walls also, you might see us having a little glance.
A full cheat sheet.
I've got a really, it's not a cheat sheet, it's a rule.
It's a reference guide.
Reference guide, which is actually really useful in the game. Especially if you're fairly new to it, or if you're like me, trying to do something that's a little bit different and a little bit out of your comfort zone. It's brilliant that it has got that little tips and helps guide, because obviously if someone goes, oh, I'm going to do a war or a revolt, or the first few times you play, it's like, what do I do? And also because they have got the different multiple abilities, like as I was saying with the farmers and traders, it's useful to just have that as a reference point. And also it's got like little turn options here, which are quite cute. But it actually gives you, as a new player, it gives you more hope that you're not going to get thrashed, because this, I think actually having this little guide...
It's a bit of a comfort blanket.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, exactly. Comfort blanket. It's a good description.
So if you haven't already bought Yellow Yangtze, go out and do it.
Get it.
It's a great game. It really is a great game.
It should be in everybody's collection.
It should, I think either this or Tigris and Euphrates, one or the other.
Played that one.
one or the other in your
Right.
collection. You probably don't need both.
Oh,
Anyway,
comment below. Which
yeah,
one do you prefer?
actually, yeah, comment
And if
below.
anybody wants to play, well, how would you say it? The other one.
Tigris and Euphrates.
Okay, if someone wants to introduce me to that game that I can't pronounce, I'm not going to try, then let me know, comment below, and you can teach me the game.
If you
I don't know
enjoyed,
that one.
if you enjoyed this video, please do us a wonderful favour of liking and subscribing to our channel. We produce these videos on a regular basis, and you'll have more coming your way. So please like and subscribe.
Don't forget, you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search for Ludus Vulpes.
Thank you for your time today.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.